Hey everybody, welcome into some Final Fantasy IV on the Nintendo DS. Figured that we would actually do this version for Final Fantasy Month this year because it's been a pretty frequent request that we actually, that I give this one a shot. Being that the 4 on Super Nintendo has always been one of my favorites. I figured it was pretty much about time. Even though I'll let you know right now, I'm not incredibly fond of the cutscenes, I'm not fond of the voice work. I'm definitely not fond of the graphical style, I can tell you that much right now. But I was warned that, it's pretty tough, and if you know anything about the Super Nintendo game, you're gonna have to unlearn it. Honestly, it's not that bad. It didn't feel that horrible, but we'll get into it here. I'm gonna play on normal because, again, yeah, it could get much worse, and I don't feel like making it there, so give you the cutscene here. So I won't talk over cutscenes, don't worry. By the way, it's Cecily.
Lord Captain, we're nearly to the Baron border.
So we are.
The trouble's him, too. Orders may be orders, but this goes too far.
Okay, we'll say this much. This cutscene's actually okay, because it does get the point across more of what you're doing.
Captain! We're the Red Wings, the pride of Baron! Must we now be thieves, sent to plunder from the weak?
Enough.
But Lord Captain, the Mysidians offered no resistance, and still we cut them down.
Listen to me. We did no more than what our kingdom's peace and prosperity required us to do. The Mysidians knew too much of the crystal and its secrets. His Majesty deemed it so. We are the Red Wings of Baron. It is not our place to question the orders of our king.
Lord Captain.
Lord Captain! Monsters at the fore!
And into the oh-so-wonderful 15 frames a second battle scenes. Yeah, this is, again, there were 60 on Super Nintendo. I'm just going to put that out there. Those are 60, everything's 60 frames at 59.96. But yeah, this feels really fucking sluggish and just tedious. Tedious is the word.
Everyone all right?
Aye.
And all these monsters as of late.
Disturbing, is it not? I wonder what it bodes. We've reached the castle, my lord.
Well then, prepare for landing, men.
Alright, so one good thing is you don't have the 2 battles in here, it's just 1 now, so they did cut that down. See, some of the stuff like this I like. I don't like the actual cutscenes with the characters, because that just feels super awkward to me, it always has. Ah, the young lord returns triumphant. Did you secure Mysidia's crystal, did he not? Crystal's ours, but the Mysidians, they did not even raise a hand in their own defense, Baigan. All's the better, is it not? Only fools would dare oppose the almighty will of Baron. We must not keep his majesty waiting. Wow, I'm dyslexic. Enjoy that, I will mess up reading. Enjoy. A moment, my lord. We have to keep things secret in here. Okay, that's not in the script. Your Majesty, I fear our good Lord Cecil's faith in you is disproven. Does it now, indeed? Yeah, your loyalty and worth for that. I'm skipping through this way too fucking quick to read. Holy shit, okay. That's the game doing it then, if it's anything. Whatever. Read quickly. From here on out, I get much slower with that, so don't worry. You'll actually be able to read everything and see it all. On that note, I'll get back to actually reading it here. So he's back from Mysidia. Hand over the water crystal that we stole, that we had to kill so many people for. It's genuine, Your Majesty. So it is. See how it shines? That'll be all, Cecil. You may leave us now. But I don't wanna. Your Majesty. Have you some other matter to discuss? Our king has granted you leave, and yet you trouble him further? I know it's not my place to ask, your majesty, and I pray you can forgive my indiscretion, but what is it you aim to do? Your ways are not as they once were, and my men's hearts grow heavy with misgiving. As does yours. Your majesty, no, I would never doubt. Do you take me for a fool, Cecil? Do you think our treasonous whisperings escape my ear? After all I've done for you, Cecil, you wound me. This is most unfortunate, but I can place no trust in one who offers none in return. You're relieved of command of the Red Wings. My liege! You'll now go to the Valley of Mist instead. There's a task I would have you do. A phantom creature haunts the borders of that land, the Eidolon of Mist. You'll slay it and deliver this ring to the village that lies beyond. They'll know the meaning. Be gone at first light on the morrow. Your Majesty! I should have done that in a much more dramatic voice. You'll see when he gets voiced over later. You'll know it. You'll know the voice. I beg you, my liege, reconsider. You know Cecil would never do anything. Ah, Kane, I was not aware this matter concerned you. But if you're eager to protect your friend, your spear can accompany his blade to Mist. Your Majesty. I have no more words. Take the ring and be gone while my mood is yet fair. Carnelian Signet. I like that they renamed that. My liege! He said that like 7 times. Kane, forgive me. I didn't mean to draw you into this. What's to forgive? We'll slay the Eidolon and his will be forgotten. And all this will be forgotten. Yeah, you'll be commanding the Red Wings again before you know it. Kane, you must be tired from the city, you know? Leave the preparations to me and get some rest. Which I'll do in a hot second, but first things first, we definitely have to go in and change some of this stuff. Such as... we'll leave it on wait with battle mode, but we are going to make it faster. Subtitles stay on. Oh, God. Oh, green. Oh, no. Demon chocobos. Nope, we're not doing that. Anyways. Had to make that go a little bit faster. Plus some random cutscene. What is it? This is all my doing. Forgive me. Man, I told you there's nothing to forgive. What's wrong? It isn't like you to act like this. I did not train the way of the dark sword so I could steal from the innocents, Kane. I trained because His Majesty asked it of me. You mustn't blame yourself for the orders you were given. Our king has his reasons, I'm sure of it. I envy you, Kane. Like I said, cutscenes. Cecil, so you saw me. Cecil, sorry. I'm used to saying Cecil. That's gonna take a while for me to break. I saw the openings you left. How do you expect to lead the Dragoons if you can't even beat me? Father's blood's in me. I will lead the Dragoons. Have no fear of that, but fear the randomly shrinking spaz head, because it was getting in the way of all the text. You're certainly headstrong enough. Anyone want to start singing Trapped? Come on, chat, do it. You know it. You know it. Come on now. Anyways, no more holding back, Cecil. See, halfway through, I corrected myself. It's Cecil. Don't ever think things. Whatever. You leave early. Get sleep. Yeah, okay, sure. But first things first. Go checking around just in case, because there are different things in this. There's augments in this game that you can find. We'll come across some later on in the playthrough. So you'll see me kind of wandering around in a few places that if you've seen me play the Super Nintendo version, you'll be like, why the hell is he going here? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, he knows better. He knows there's nothing here. But yeah, you'll see me grab some achievements and stuff, like talking to all the people in the training room. I think is one of them that I go back for at some points. But yeah, like it you know, and plus I try to complete all the maps. That's one of the, it's annoying, but it's cool at the same point. As you uncover parts of the map, you actually get percentage completion on it, and every map that you complete, as soon as you do, it gives you items. So that's actually a really nice reward. You get some ethers, some dry ethers, some, you know, some really nice, like, Soma apples and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's pretty freaking useful. But it's kind of annoying, because I covered a lot of extra ground. Cecil! I'm not going to try to do a female voice for her every time. It's never going to work. Thank goodness, you're all right. The orders from Mysidia came down so quickly. And we're fine. Small wonder considering we fought mages who didn't fight back. Cecil. I'll visit you in your tower later. Keep in mind, her exit spell is linked to his bedroom. I'm gonna leave that thought in your mind. We'll get there later too. But she has an exit spell that takes her directly to his bedroom. Think about that. Also my favorite. Well, well, look who's home. Ugh, so creepy looking in this one. Those lips, man. Ugh. Girls has been worried sick about you, you know. Make that girl cry and I'll have to answer to me, you hear. Speaking of girls, how are my babies? Didn't burn out any engines, did you? You know them goons here treats those ships like shit. Hey, why the long face? Something the matter? I'm assuming he explains it here. What? And he said he didn't hunt the Eidolon instead? But what'll happen to the Red Wings without you? I'll tell you, something's gotten into His Majesty. He's ordered me to build a new ship, you know, more maneuverable one with more firepower. What's he thinking? I'm building these things for him to wage war. There's talk among the townspeople, too. Everyone's worried about where Baron's headed. And now the king's sending you away from us? Missed, eh? Take care of yourself. Suppose I don't need to be whatever. If I spend another night in here, my daughter's gonna kill me if I don't check in at home, is what he's getting at. I skipped an entire line, I'm sorry. I went through this way too quick on day one of recording. Oh, and this one. I didn't finish this quest, I'll let you know right now. Greetings and salutations. I'm naming Wei. And I never would have thought that this is what they actually look like in the Super Nintendo version, by the way. So he'll let you rename yourself if you want to. Not really necessary. Say what? But apparently, I don't know if it's just that if you don't change your name that it starts this quest or something, but he goes off to all the places that you're gonna head to. And you can actually continue that side quest, I guess, for a long, long time, and you'll see it. He changes his name often, does all sorts of different stuff for you. Took an extra step like I'm doing the fucking movements in Super Nintendo.
Your Majesty, what's become of you? Where is the noble knight, the man who took me in as an orphan and raised me as his own? The strong, just king I once knew. Is a crystal worth all this? Robbing a peaceful people of what's theirs by right. What need could be so great? King's orders or no, there's no forgiving what we've done.
Cecil? Won't you tell me what happened? First you're sent off to Mysidia, and now to hunt some beast again so soon? Did something happen in Mysidia?
No, it's nothing.
Then why won't you look at me?
In Mysidia, we stole a crystal from people who had done no wrong. I've worn this darkened armor for so long now. There's no mote of light left in me. Not even in my heart.
You're a good man, Cecil.
I'm a coward. A coward who cannot even defy orders he knows he ought not follow.
Cecil of the Red Wings is many things, but he is no coward. Not the Cecil who I love. The king is sending you to Mist to slay the Eidolon, isn't he? If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't...
Kane will be with me. I'll be fine. It's late. You should get some rest.
Be careful.
Thank you, Rosa. But I know what I've become.
Shall we then, Cecil?
I'll be counting on you, my friend.
Then you've nothing to fear.
And the oh-so-craptastic overworld. So yeah, I had played part of it before as I was actually getting, like, you know, the achievements out of the way for the early game stuff, like trying to level Cecil up as a Dark Knight, and yeah. Now, again, I didn't even get past Mount Ordeals on that, and it's not like I don't know the game, so it's not like I was spoiling anything for myself by any means. But yeah, this is... the overview of the town, like, I can't stand it like this. I get lost so fucking easily in these places. And especially on the overworld. Like, I know the overworld map. Did you know there's a chocobo forest here? But yeah, like, this is the other weird thing. The chocobos don't move in here, which kind of threw me off. And those eyes, by the way. Speaking of throwing you off. Also, that's a white chocobo, and I couldn't even tell. Like, that looked yellow to me, so... But I figured out, whatever, we'll just go ahead and actually fight some stuff on the way. Like, we're gonna need the levels, and, you know, in my personal opinion. And of course, auto battle, part of my favorite thing, because early on you really don't have, you know, like, you have no healer, you have two people that can attack. Cecil can do a darkness attack, and King can jump. But honestly, you might as well just leave it on auto battle, which I don't find out till exceptionally later in this playthrough that you can actually change what auto battle thing each person's gonna do. So, yeah, I feel kind of dumb about that, especially early on, because I could have made a lot of things go a lot easier for me. But, like, when I do fight a lot of stuff, you'll see me cancel out of auto battle consistently and switch around, you know, like somebody doing darkness instead of, you know, attacking and having Kane jump and, you know, so on and so forth. I just didn't realize that you could actually, you know, set that. So I didn't. But like I said early on, it really doesn't matter excessively. But one of the things about the playthrough, again, we will actually be fighting darn near everything. Because, like I said, I did want the extra levels. From what I had heard, you know, hey, it's a relatively difficult game, you know, if you know anything about the original, you're gonna regret it, and, you know, it'll make this fight tougher, and it's gonna make this fight tougher. And I just figured, oh, fuck it. We'll just, we'll fight everything, we'll level up, and whatever we get to, we get to. Man, these guys are getting evil early on. Like, they're already slowing down Kane, and they're just spamming stone. Yeah, no effect, and yet it stoned him. That seems to not be correct. I'm just saying. This would have been a really shitty way to lose the playthrough already. Cecil's stoned already. Just what a crock of shit. Did I even check to see if that fixed? Yeah, Sawyer's naming way again. So he set out for a new course in life that'll allow him to help people. So now he's going to map everything. This is what I was referring to with getting the completion. So now he's mapping Way the cartographer. And this is what you don't get in the Super Nintendo version. So now you have to go through, you don't have to, but you can go through and actually get 100% completion on every map, and you'll see me actually open it up constantly and make sure I do it. Which is why I take all these extra steps that I never would. But yeah, I figure, yeah, it's free items. Why wouldn't you? You know, like early on it's easy. Yeah, see, I didn't even check and I left Cecil stone. What a fucking idiot move. What a straight up idiot move. This is why you always pay attention to what's going on status-wise with all of your characters at any moment, let alone at the end of battles. Because yeah, 4-on-1, not that we aren't going to win, but still kind of unfair to set yourself up for when you can one-shot that with Cecil's Darkness. Well, okay, let me take that back. The PSP version of Darkness and the DS version are different. So it's more like a damage up for a few rounds on Cecil when he uses it. So he still solo targets, which... I don't like the level up screens either. It's nice because you know exactly what stats changed, and you can actually see when stats drop and such too. Yeah, I got kind of fucked here. Not gonna lie, we got kind of fuckled here. Off to a true Final Fantasy start, where it stoned Cecil in like the second battle and I didn't have a soft. So back to town we go. At least it's close. I mean, this could be much worse. It could be forever and a fucking day away. But yeah, we're getting completely unnecessary experience on Kane at the moment because, yeah, let's be real here. He disappears a lot. I mean, look at his name. Like, you didn't see this coming. Anybody that didn't know when you played this game and you had a character named Kane that he might be a betrayer, you know, I mean, you're in for a bit of a surprise about 17 times over in this, but I had to make sure I stayed alive, even though I really didn't want to use this potion, because it's the only one you have at the moment. Gotta make sure Kane lives till we get back to town. And I'm glad I did. Otherwise, I bet you anything. And you can see why I'm running. Here come the spam attacks. Yeah, let's turn him into stone, because, lol. He doesn't have a soft. Ha ha ha. So thankfully I killed some stuff and I actually had some money. This is me kind of testing everything to see if the ends are going to repair all of your status ailments or not. Because honestly, I wasn't sure. When you get that kind of warning of, hey, this game's much tougher, you know, like, you gotta find out. And given that Kane's the first one in here, or Cecil, excuse me, I didn't really have to check this, but it didn't even click with me. Speaking of potions, at least we got it back. So, like, that's one of the good things in this. It'll actually show you a pretty freaking obvious, you know, hey, there's something in here trigger. So it's kind of nice. Make sure we can heal that again. Yeah, sure. Never hurts to be able to res. God knows I will get killed. This is me also being worried about the difficulty warnings that I've gotten about the game. Now again, I'd gone through the beginning parts, and it's still pretty, it's still pretty easy. Like, no matter what, all you really have to do is auto-attack, and you're gonna wind up winning damn near everything. The exception, obviously, being the boss fights, especially the one coming up here against the Mist Dragon. Well, the Mist Eidolon Dragon, I forget exactly what this one's called. We'll find out. I forget what they refer to it as in this version, though. But at least we got them both to level 11, I guess? You're gonna see I get Dark Knight Cecil leveled up way too far. Because like I said, we fight everything. Like, And here's me learning lessons again. Go, save. God, I'm terrible at inputs. If anyone is wondering too, by the way, this is the PC version. It is still the DS version of the game, but it's the one ported over to PC. So this is the one you can grab on Steam. I still can't say I recommend it. It's not like it's bad, and at least you get to play Final Fantasy IV on PC. But I really wish they would have gotten the PSP version. I understand why they didn't, because Sony's worried about PC stuff. But yeah, I really, really, really wish they would have gotten the complete collection from PSP. That is by far the definitive version of this game in my book. The graphics are amazing. It plays so smooth. The auto battles in there, you can speed everything up. I keep forgetting about this.
Leave this place.
Who's there? Why is your mask open, Cecil? Do you not understand how your armor works? So yeah, I'm actually gonna grab like all the treasure chests in most of the places that you would never, ever see me go to. And I will go out of my way for map completion. And it almost gets me killed multiple times. Because I'm stupid greedy with it, and it's like, especially at the moon later on in the lunar subterrane. Wow. Yeah, I went way out of the way to get everything. So if you're in for like, you know, hey, I want to see if he actually does this, chances are yes. So yeah, we'll fight pretty much everything for you. Wanted to make it kind of a complete playthrough, if nothing else. Well, without, like, I don't know where the augments are. I didn't know much about them, so I just kind of took guesses with who got what. And, you know, you'll see me miss quite a few, I bet. If you know anything about this version of the game, I'm missing hundreds, I'm sure, you know, tens or whatever. Yeah, see, here's me thinking, oh, there's 6 enemies, let's use darkness on them. And finding out the hard way that darkness is not the AoE that it was in the complete collection. Still dangerous because you do a lot more damage, but yeah, I really didn't need it so much. But there's his buff. But yeah, I come to find out the hard way that, well, that was dumb. Again, he does massive damage with it, though. Slowly but surely. One more. I do like that it tells you your gold total on there, though, so you don't ever, like, you don't have to keep checking, like, did I make enough money to buy that new item?
Return once you came.
That voice, could it be the Eidolon? Eidolon. I never pronounced that correctly. I say Eidolon. It's Eidolon, I'm sure.
Men of Baron.
You know who we are? Leave at once and no harm will... Lev at once. Lev. Not leave. Lev at once. Show yourself. You mean to ignore me? Hell yeah! You must deliver the ring to the village of Mist Beyond. So be it. The mist is gathering. Alright, so this is the one fight where you can't just auto-battle through it because you will pay for that decision. And it is the Mist Dragon. But yeah, you will pay for that decision. You'll see why. I time things very iffy here. Especially for being on Battle Speed 1 and me not knowing the fight or anything. Also, it's good news that he's actually weak to darkness, because, as you can see, I'm just like, yeah, screw you. Of course, I forgot to heal going in because I thought I had further to walk before I triggered this, so... had to heal. Which is where I get the timing all sorts of fucked up here. Although on Super Nintendo, you can get a lot more attacks in before this happens. Yeah, not so much on this, so we're gonna suddenly pay for this decision. So I figure I'll buff myself up on Cecil. He's weak to dark. Yeah, so he counters even the jumps on this one. On Super Nintendo, jumps wouldn't trigger this, if I remember. Yeah, striking the mist is futile. To do so only incurs the dragon's wrath. I like the way they phrase these better, too. They did definitely translate it much, much better. There you go. As soon as you see that, go for him again. Gonna back down to 84 health. I should have thought that darkness through. Should have definitely thought that through before I did it, but too late now. Ooh. Like, I really want to take this next swing, but I know so much better. And yes, I do still have potions, so safety first. If I didn't get freezing breath, it probably wouldn't have been an issue and I wouldn't have wasted that last round of darkness. But yeah, the freezing breath kind of fucked me over. I wasn't expecting that anywhere near as soon as it fired. Nice. And I killed it too. Even better. I love that it shows Kane landing at the end of the fight too. If he's up in the air, it shows him landing down like you just saw. That's freaking awesome. And there you go. When you complete maps, 5 potions. It's not a bad reward for this early in the game. You can heal for free. And again, any chance you get, save. There's no reason not to. I will save over that first save spot before too long. But yeah. For the time being, I figured, screw it, we'll just keep going with her. And now this is me being like super safe and just getting the hell out of here. Because again, like, King does not need experience. He's running away. Okay, game, come on. Being kind of cheesy with this. I should have just let him die. Not that he would have, nobody hit him. But, you know, I could have gone without healing Kane, it wouldn't have mattered. Especially because I'm about to strip him of everything so I can make money on his gear. Because again, I may know the story just a little bit on this one. This is my favorite Final Fantasy game. I play it all the fucking time. So, I kind of know where things happen.
The ring! This is what we were sent to do?
He wished this village torched.
But why? Why?
Mother, you can't die. Just because your dragon did.
I've heard of their lot. Men who can conjure Eidolons. Summoners.
Then the dragon we slew was her mother's?
You're the ones who killed her dragon?
Forgive us. We'd no idea this would happen to your mother.
His Majesty sent us to eliminate every last one of these people.
No.
Foul work, to be sure. We'll need to kill the girl as well.
Kane!
It's her or us, Cecil.
She's a child!
You'd betray your king?
Betray him? Any man who'd wish for this is no king of mine.
I thought you might say that.
Then...
I owe His Majesty much, but not so much I'd soil the Dragoon's name in his.
Then you're with me.
Baron's army is the mightiest in the world. Our flight means nothing if we remain alone. We must treat with other nations, share what we've seen. And Rosa, she must share our flight.
And she will. Thank you.
I'm not doing this for you.
Huh?
Quickly, we mustn't linger here. What of the girl?
We take her with us. Come. It's not safe here. Take my hand.
No!
We've no time. Use force if you must.
Stay away!
Wait!
Do they let you attack like in the Super Nintendo version? No, they don't. This also gives you a little bit more clarity as to what actually happened and where the town's at and what's going on in the world when Titan hits. Oh, my fucking head. And with that, as everybody's disappearing, well, Kane does because we can't find him. At least we get Rydia. Sorry, spoilers, her name's Rydia. But nonetheless, we're kind of trapped in the middle of nowhere. We're completely separated from Baron. We're in some new part of the map. We can't get back over to Mist, which is burning anyways, and it's probably not the best place to go. And she's out cold, so we gotta find somewhere for her. But, as always, that's gonna be next time. So we'll save it up here real quick commercial break, and we'll be back on the other side of that, so hang tight. Be right back with you.